This is episode 2 of Friday Fright Night, where every Friday I read a horror, extreme horror, or just generally fucked up book and take you along with me for the journey. As per usual, I have a cup of tea, and this week we are reading A Welcome Reunion by Lucinda Berry. This is probably going to be the mildest book on my list, especially in comparison to some of the books that I have coming up in the following weeks. Okay, let's go. I don't know if you read The Perfect Child, but nothing pissed me off in that book more than Christopher. That man was so dense in the head. 2 pages in, and already Christopher is still obsessed with Janie. This woman's an actual bitch. She's like, the first time I had hope, I was devastated when I was abandoned by the Bowers. You were not abandoned by the Bowers. You were a literal demon child who ended up getting them investigated for child abuse charges. And then when you relocated with Hannah's sister, you pushed the woman down the stairs. He was 9 years old when he found his mother in a pool of blood with a broken neck at the bottom of the stairs. Her face was frozen in the fear she died in, staring up at the flight of stairs to where Janie stood at the top for 7 minutes and 32 seconds waiting for her to die. Fucking psycho. Oh, 2 pages into Hannah's POV and I'm already feeling sorry for her. All I did in the first book was feel like no one had Hannah's back. She's like, part of me had hoped today would be the day Christopher chose me. Your husband is a piece of shit. He was only feeding into her hand, but he'd always been blinded by her like a stupid love-struck teenager. Yeah, like she could do no wrong, and never listened to his goddamn wife. Do you know one thing that I can appreciate Lucinda Berry for though? Having this much of a detailed recap organically through the story. I can't be the only one, but as soon as I finish a book, it's like out of my brain. So much recap in this. Fucking Christopher and lying to his wife once again halfway through the book, and now Christopher's eyes are finally opening. This went from like 0 to 100 really fast. You see in the bottom there's only 10 minutes after the book. This is pretty graphic, I'm not gonna lie. Now I've got over the initial shock of what happened. I kind of feel like that ending was a little bit rushed, and I know it's a short story. The ending felt a little bit wishy-washy and light. Saying that though, in true Lucinda Berry fashion, I binged this. Not as disturbing as The Perfect Child. I'm gonna give this 4 stars, I think. I cannot wait to show you the absolute wild ride that I'm reading next week.